What it do, YouTube? Top of the morning to you. Your boy 301 Trucker checking in, just coming in, man, burning that morning oil, making our way to go secure the bag. It is 1:15 in the morning, and ready to start the day, man. Just thought I'd hop on here. Been a little bit since I made a video, so I thought I'd burn the morning oil light with you guys on my way in, give you a little update, talk your ear off a little bit, you know what I mean? So, let's see where we start. So, JB Hunt. We've officially parted ways with JB Hunt. No more JB Hunt. JB Hunt wasn't a bad company. Just, man, they couldn't keep the miles coming, man. I couldn't make what I needed to make. And ain't no point of being out on the road if you can't take care of home, you know what I mean? So, not to mention that you guys seen a couple of videos, had a couple of truck issues, a couple of breakdowns, a couple of shippers that, we were sitting at overnight waiting for loads. So we had a couple of hiccups, a couple of trial and errors. So, back into the trash industry and the front loads. So we back to doing garbage, driving a front end truck. It's cool, great money. That's my topic that I do want to hit on, man. Your CDL. Your CDL is an opportunity. You always have a job. Always have a job, man. So I'm not telling you to job hop. I'm not saying go work at this company for a week, go work at that company for a week. What I'm saying is that you have the power in your hands to make the ends justify the means. So if you're in a situation to where you're not making the money that you need to make to take care of home, you hold that power in your hand with your CDL. Now, if you're just getting your CDL, everybody knows, or should know, if you've done your research getting into this industry, you're going to eat crow for your first few years. Excuse me. You're going to eat crow with your first few years of that CDL. You got to prove yourself. You got to show that you can operate trucks safely. You can check the equipment. You're not going to be out here damaging things and messing things up, delivering loads. So I do encourage you to protect your license. Make sure you're doing your pre-trips and your post-trips. Make sure you're checking out your equipment, making sure that everything's in good order and everything's operating. You're following the rules and the road signs and not being on roads or lanes that you're not supposed to. You're not riding around with bad tires and out here failing DOT inspections. You're not hauling overweight loads that you shouldn't be hauling. Like, all that matters. A lot of people think that the little things don't matter. Oh, I got a turn signal out, but I'm only going 600 miles. I can make it. Yeah, you can, but you can also get pulled over in that 600 miles. And that one little thing is going on your report. So your job is to protect your CDL and look at it like this. You protect it, DOT is trying to get it. Because they're going to get you for everything that they can get you for. Now, you do got a few officers that'll cut you a break. But most of them, bruh, most of them out here to nail you to the cross. Especially if you get the new cadets where, that's just what they know. They know to go by the book. They're protecting the motoring public. So they're going to nail you to the cross. So protect yourself, man. If something don't look right, get it fixed. Say something. Don't be afraid to refuse to take a trailer because something's wrong. That company's got to get it fixed. Yeah, you'll have dispatchers that'll be trying to push you. Oh man, just go ahead and take this. Or it's the only load I got. If I get somebody to repower it, I ain't getting you another load. Yada, yada, yada. It ain't worth your license, son. Excuse me. So, with that being said, protect yourself. afraid to take a chance doing something. So for example, if you've only looked at driving, hey, that's cool. But just know that there's other avenues. You got reefer, flatbed, step deck, tankers, like oversized. And then, especially if you have an A, which I encourage everybody, to those of my folks that's trying to get a CDL or thinking about getting a CDL, get an A. Whether you want to drive a Class B truck, get an A. Because it opens up so many more opportunities for you. So many more opportunities. You can take your A and drive a B, but you can't take your B and drive an A. And you're going to pay just about the same price. So get the A and have more opportunities. Now, at the end of the day, if you wind up in a B truck and you're making the money you want, that's fine. I'm telling you firsthand, at least in my area, a lot of the B trucks are paying more than the A trucks. And the benefit of it is you're home every day. So, now, again, different areas, different situations. So you gotta research where you are and what the market looks like in your area. Just like freight. Every area of freight's different. You know, especially, hey, my Florida people, if you're in Florida, I'm sure you heard it. Loads are great going in. Coming out, shoot. You might as well go ahead and deadhead up to Atlanta or somewhere in that ballpark, because getting the load out of there, next to not happening. It happens, but next to not happening. But those are things you learn when you're in the game. All right, so make sure you do your research. When you, excuse me, y'all, I'm just getting over a little sinus cold, man. When you're just getting out here, the best thing you can do is research the company that you're going to. YouTube is great for getting an overview about a company, but the best way that you can figure out what's best for you is researching it yourself. Because what works for me might not work for you. And what works for the next man is not going to work for you. Trucking has too many different lanes, too many different avenues, too many different options, and too many different people in the market. So it's not a one-size-fit-all. So you need to research the carrier and figure out if that's your fit. Like, hey, are you good with being on the road 5 days a week and only home on the weekends? Can you be on the road for 2 or 3 weeks at a time and be home for 3 days and be back out? You know what I mean? Like everything is different for everybody. Some people don't have a family, so they're cool with being on the road 4 weeks at a time. That's fine. Hey, I'm not knocking the hustle. Again, everybody's different. You know what I mean? So those little things like that. Can I take the truck home? Do I need to park it at the terminal? Are there cameras? Do you allow passengers? Do you allow pets? What can I, you know, what are my limitations? Like, every company is different. And everybody's experience is different. My experience may not be your experience. So, you gotta take that in consideration. That when you're listening to videos and you're watching YouTube, trying to get your information, that should not be your only research. Because to be fair, YouTube is not research. It's people popping on, talking about their lives, talking about their experience, talking about what they went through with that company. That is not research, in my opinion. In my opinion, research is, hey, I found this company. I'm going to look at their reviews. I'm going to go on Indeed and see what people have wrote about this company. I'm going to look at their website, find out about us, look at their culture, look at what they're offering, look at what they're suggesting. I'm going to call and talk to, now here's the catch, not one, not two, but 3 different recruiters. And if they all say the same thing, great. One recruiter says one thing, another recruiter says another, and the third recruiter says something far left. Maybe not the place that you want to go to. So, it's just a matter of hitting the books and figure out what you want to do and what you want out of it. That's all trucking is, man. CDL is a great thing to have. It's a great way to make money. It's, the industry, if you're in the right field and you do it right, the industry is great. You can make more than somebody with a college degree. And that's not a knock at anybody with a college degree. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is that you can make a decent living doing it if you put the time in and you do it right. You can't come in with no experience, just getting your CDLs, just graduating school, and think that you're going to bring home $2,000 a week. It ain't happening. And if it did, you got a hell of a unicorn. But you're going to have to put your time in. $800 a week, $900 a week, $1,000 a week. You got to put it in. Then once you get your experience, then you can boss up and start looking for the jobs that's paying what you want. Because a lot of the jobs that you want that is paying what you need, they want you to have time under your belt 200,000 miles, 100,000 miles. They want you to have experience because they don't want to get out here and give you this nice old truck that you turn into scrap metal in 2 weeks. Because not every place that you go to in these tractors, man, not every place is going to have tractor space. Not every place is going to have yards and yards in front of the door for you to pull up and straighten up and straight back. Not every place is going to be a driver's side back where you can see what you're doing. Not every place is going to have space, adequate space for you to put that trailer in a hole. There's some bad places out here, man. Some bad places where it's like you shouldn't even be expecting tractor trailers to get here. But guess what? They are. You're there. And if you want to move on to your next load, you got to get it in the door. So, with that part being said, man, take your time. Don't ever be afraid to go, get out and look. Use that as much as you need to. Your vets, some of them understand, others of them be sitting there looking at you, shaking their head, blowing their horn, waiting for you to move, rushing you. Man, take your time, because at the end of the day, bro, if you hit something to mess up that truck or trailer, that's your ass, not theirs. You got to sit there and deal with that paperwork. You got to sit there and deal with whoever it is, equipment that you just messed up. And that's going on your record. Take your time, man. Take your time. But that's going to be it for this video, man. I just wanted to pop on and chop it up with you guys for a little bit. I got more videos coming down the line. So any ideas, any convos, anything, man, drop a comment. Let me know. Even if it's questions about JB Hunt, I'll still answer them. If it's questions about trucking in general, you need tips, you need help, whatever, drop a comment. I got you. All right, man, it's 301 Trucker. I'm out, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.